Hi, first graders. I'm going to go over the student checklist with you just so that you understand what it says. Okay, so the student checklist is the thing right next to this video on that side. The first thing says, I have found a quiet location to give me the best environment for taking this assessment. That just means that you found a good, quiet spot to take your test. The second thing says, my device for taking the assessment is plugged into a power outlet. That means that you plugged in your Chromebook into the Chromebook and into the wall. So both sides of the charger are plugged in to make sure your Chromebook doesn't just die in the middle of you taking the test. The next one says, my device is connected to the Wi-Fi or it has internet access. So that just means that you've made sure that your Chromebook is connected to the internet. I know that you can't do that yet. Just ask a grown-up before you start if your Chromebook's connected to the internet already. You have removed all other electronic devices from the area, including phones, tablets, etc. That just means that while you're taking your test, you don't need to be playing on a tablet or an iPad or a phone. You need to be focused on your test on the Chromebook. You don't really need to be looking at anything else. The next one says, I have reviewed the list of required materials. That's just a fancy way of saying that you can have pencil and paper with you. The next thing says, I have reviewed the honor code statement and I understand the consequences for using work that is not my own work, and I will not consult anyone during the test. That just means that while you're taking the test, you're only going to show me your work. You're not going to show me big sister's work or auntie's work or mom's work or dad's work. You're going to show me your work because the whole point of this test is for Miss Rag to know what you know. So I don't really want to know if your big sister knows what the shape is. I want to know if you know what the shape is. I have asked others in my home to avoid disturbing or bothering me while I am taking the test. That just means that you've politely told everyone that you're going to take the test. That way they know that it's not a good time to play really loud music or to practice their instrument or anything like that. That means that you've let them know that you're doing something important that you need a little bit of peace and quiet for. If my Wi-Fi is interrupted or the test stops while I'm taking it, I will contact my teacher as soon as possible. So if your test just randomly stops, tell your grown-up will let me know. Usually if you just stop the test and log back in, it will fix itself and you'll be back where you left off. I am planning breaks that I will take to support my concentration and stamina. If your brain starts to feel like it's turning into goo, take a break. Stop, breathe, stretch a little bit, walk away, and then once your brain firms back up, come back and continue your test. Don't let yourself get to a point where you're miserable and crying over this test. It's not worth it. So if you're starting to feel stressed out and your brain's turned into goo on you, just breathe. Pause the test and walk away for a little bit. Come back after about 5 minutes. I will do my best on this test so my teacher can use the results to teach me. The whole point of the test is so I know what you know and so I know what you still need to work on. This test does not tell me if you're smart. It does not tell me if you're ahead or behind. This test tells me what you know from kindergarten. If you don't know something, it's okay. You're not in trouble. It doesn't mean that you're not smart. It just means you don't know it yet. And I need to know that so that I can help you learn it so that you will know it by the end of the year. The next one says, I will have approximately 2 hours to take this assessment. I may pause the test to take a restroom or movement break to help me remain focused. That just means that you have about 2 hours to take your test, but it should only take you about 30 or 40 minutes. So if you need more time, take it, but it shouldn't take that long to get done. If you need to take a break, you can take that break. Just come back after your brain firms back up. Okay, bye guys. Good luck.